Welcome to the Comical Engineers, Fun and Facts with LCTS. Last week, in part 1 of episode 6, we kicked off our conversation with Jay Moser, a seasoned project leader with over 36 years of global experience. He shared his journey, the importance of putting family first, and some lessons for young engineers starting out in their careers. This week in part 2, we continue the discussion. Jay takes us deeper into today's industry challenges, from stagnant productivity to shrinking resources and a retiring workforce, and explains why these very pressures create some of the biggest opportunities for the next generation of project professionals. Let's dive in.
I mean, we're, as an industry, I'd say if you looked at infrastructure, oil and gas, or energy, chemicals, whatever you want to say, I mean, the productivity has just been pretty pathetic over the last 40 years. So we need to do some things better. We also have, as a lot of you may know, $17 trillion coming down the pipe that Trump's announced here recently. And if I would say, how are we going to do all of this stuff? And what's our industry going to look like? We're doing more, being asked to do more with less. Our resources are short. We're losing people from that perspective. Competency is going away. We're retiring people, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a huge opportunity exists for folks in the project world. And that's why I think everybody in the crowd should be excited. You should be excited about that, right? Maybe I'll pause here for a minute too, because it is September 11th. It is a little bit of a somber day for a lot of people in this world and this country for sure. And then we just lost the passing of Charlie Kirk last night. And if those of you who don't know Charlie, I'd highly recommend you look at some of his podcasts. Sad situation, when we have useless deaths like that in a country like ours. So.
Eberhard and I were talking earlier this morning from the 9/11 aspect of it. We both know exactly the minute and the time where we were sitting when that event took place, even to this day. And so it's definitely a somber event for sure. And
I couldn't go by without saying something there. I think it's important that we learn from that and keep that in our minds, right? Lost a lot of good people.
That wraps up part 2 of episode 6 of the Comical Engineers, Fun and Facts with LCTS. A big thank you to our hosts, Eberhard and Stan, for another insightful and entertaining conversation with Jay Moser. From his Missouri roots to his early days at Texaco, this segment reminded us how family, faith, and humor shape an engineer's journey. Don't miss part 3, where Jay continues sharing lessons from decades in global projects and leadership. And as always, follow, share, and subscribe so you won't miss what's next. Until next time.